OneUI 5.0 is here, and I know it does not bring a huge visual revamp, but there are a lot of cool features here that I'm personally excited about. Let me show you. So this is the S22 Plus running OneUI 5.0 beta on top of Android 13. Yes, it has the new Android 13 Easter egg. And the first thing I noticed after this update is the new icons in Samsung apps, be it the phone app, messages, My Files, gallery, etc. Now, it's not just the icons though, there are some other visual changes. For example, the icons in the notifications are now bigger, and this is better I think because now you have a clear idea of which app it is. Swiping down on the quick settings shows you this new icon which is user accounts in OneUI. This is big because I know a lot of people hated the fact that there was no support for multiple user accounts in OneUI, but hey, it's finally here. There's also a new active apps option here which shows you the apps that are running in the background and you can hit close to kill them. Yeah, this should be super useful on budget phones, right? Anyway, wallpaper theming is better in OneUI 5. In OneUI 4, you get these 4 palette options, while in OneUI 5, you get a lot more options as you can see. There's even a new basic colors tab here, which gives you a lot more options. Plus, what I like is Material You theming now extends to more places. The volume slider gets themed up. The header text in settings have this subtle color. Even the new pop-up menus have the new theming. Now, one new feature in the home screen in OneUI 5 is improved stack widgets. See, OneUI had this smart widget option, which is basically stacked widgets, but in OneUI 5, you can just drag and drop one widget to another and create a stacked widget. You can also long press on a widget and use this option to add more widgets. This is cool. In the Wi-Fi settings in OneUI 5, there's a new intelligent Wi-Fi option which brings all of these options. But what's cool is that it even has a developer options page which can be enabled by tapping here 10 times. The developer options bring you various diagnostic tools. You can see the info on your Wi-Fi network. You can even see all the nearby Wi-Fi networks and their range in this really cool looking graph. And you can also see how much the 2.4 GHz and 5 GHz bands are being utilized. You can also check Wi-Fi and network diagnostics here and check what apps connected to the network. Moving on, there are quite a few new options in the settings page of OneUI 5. The biometrics and security page has changed to security and privacy in OneUI 5, and it is basically the one place to keep track of your phone's security updates and privacy issues. I mean, it's showing me 2 issues here. One is the Samsung account has an outdated password, and second, device protection is not turned on. You can also check the privacy dashboard from here, and the settings page also has a new UI for digital well-being, which shows you more info right on the home screen. There's also this new ringtone over the horizon that has been redesigned by Suga from BTS, which by the way was also present in the Fold 4, but listen to this. I think it's pretty cool. There's also a new magnify feature in accessibility settings, and there's also a widget for it and works pretty well. It uses the telephoto camera and you can choose between different color schemes, increase the brightness and do a lot more. The notification settings have also changed. It directly opens to the app list now, and you can now enable or disable different notification types like lock screen, badge and pop-up. You can still choose between brief and detailed pop-up notifications, but that option has moved here. OneUI 5 also has the new Android 13 feature to set languages per app. Not only Google apps are supported as of now, but you can set YouTube to say Hindi while using Google in Bengali and continue using the phone in English. Now, this is a useful feature and I hope popular apps bring support for this. Now, before we move on to the next section, I know there are times when your phone is bricked with a new update or you damage your phone screen so you can't access the data anymore. Well, this is where Dr. Phone Data Recovery for Android comes in very handy. This Android data recovery software lets you recover photos, messages and media from WhatsApp, deleted or lost contacts and more. What's great is that you can recover files if they were accidentally deleted, or if you've forgotten your phone's password, or if your device is damaged. Dr. Phone Data Recovery lets you scan for files for free and it's available on Windows and Mac, so check it out from the link below. Next up, the camera app has been updated with a lot of new features and changes. First up, if you're taking a photo that has text in it, you get this option right away that lets you extract text easily. I mean, I can copy text from here. If it's a phone number, you even get a call option. It's super handy, and you can also extract text from older photos using this T button in the gallery app. In fact, the T button is available when you take a screenshot with text in too. It's useful and it actually works very well. Even the Samsung keyboard app has an extract text option to copy text from images when you're texting. The camera app has some more features, by the way. There is a back button here if you go to one of the modes from the More page. You can now add watermark to your photos with different fonts, text, alignment. The food mode now works with the telephoto camera. The Pro modes have a histogram now, and there is a new I button when you use any of the controls to help a new Pro mode user understand terms better. Now you could always set call backgrounds in OneUI, but in OneUI 5 you can set different call backgrounds for different contacts. I mean, you can edit a contact, tap here and go to call background and set an individual call background with a photo, video from the gallery or even something with AR emoji. Here's what it looks like when Akshay calls me. Yeah, I love this feature. Remember the cool multitasking features that we saw in the Z Fold 4? The good news is that's present in the OneUI 5 beta update on the S22 Plus, and that means it will arrive in a lot of other Samsung devices, which is obviously very good. You can now swipe up from the bottom to put an app into split screen. You can also hold an app in the recent screen and drag it to put it into floating window or split screen. You can also swipe down from the top like this to put an app into floating window. Yeah, pretty cool. The Gallery app has been updated with some new features. The lasso tool lets you crop photos into different shapes now. You can also convert any photo to a sticker and add it in the photo you're editing, like this. Samsung keyboard is updated too. You can now remove these punctuation keys and the email or website keys from the spacebar if you want. There are also cow emojis under the emoji section, and you can now drag and arrange these buttons or these emoji options in the keyboard app. But that was a lot of features, and like I said, this is obviously not a big visual revamp, but this is one major update. I mean, there's so many essential features. I mean, I love the fact that user accounts are finally here in OneUI. I also like the new text extraction feature that's well integrated all around the OS. But I want to know your favorite OneUI features, so comment down below. Also give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Make sure to share it with your friends and family who use Samsung phones. And lastly, subscribe to our channel for more amazing tech videos. That's me signing off. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. ये है नया Galaxy Watch 5 Pro and ये है इसके 3 cool new features. ये एक टाइटेनियम केस है जो कि